Hey guys, Hitman89 here, I hope you're doing great. Last week we had the best RPGs of 2024, make sure to check out the video if you haven't already. And today we're gonna be looking at the best strategy games of 2024. Before we do that, if you want to save a decent amount of money on all your favorite games, then you should buy them on Instant Gaming. This way, with all the money you save, you'll be able to get more games and you won't even have to wait for a sale. You can get almost any game you'll see on today's video for 25 bucks or less. Even the latest games are way cheaper here. Instant Gaming is 100% legit. All the games come straight from the authorized resellers, so use the link in the description to get a bunch of games for cheap. Now let's have a look at the first game on my list. My brother and I both got Age of Mythology Retold at the same time. We installed it and played it for the first time against each other. It's been over 20 years since I played the original, so we both didn't know what we were doing, or so I thought. Cause I was experimenting and sharing some tips with him, thinking he was struggling like me, but nah, this piece of shit showed up with an army within 5 minutes and completely destroyed me. You can choose between different mythologies, Greek, Egyptian, wait, what? Oh, it's a different one. I've been playing a lot of skirmish mode and I gotta say, this remake is a blast. If like me, you've been waiting for a classic RTS for a while now, you need to get this one. At number 2, we have Terminator Dark Fate Defiance. I'm a big Terminator fan, but I didn't really know what to expect with this. And I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised, cause the campaign is pretty interesting. You lead a small group of soldiers and you have to figure out a way to survive and maybe beat the usual enemy in Terminator, the machine. No, not that piece of shit. We're talking about machines that actually kill. The voice acting is more than decent and the destruction physics are great. They make combat 10 times better. But if that's not your thing and you want less combat and more building, then you should check out Manor Lords. This medieval city builder is super addictive. There's a lot of stuff to manage, the graphics are really good and the game runs great. It's insane how a one dev team can do much better than a bunch of big ass studios. Anyway, this isn't just a city builder, it's also a real-time strategy game with some Total War style battles. Keep in mind you have to micromanage everything here. You have to make your villagers mine iron, smelt it, forge some weapons and armors, then rally enough people and send them to get slaughtered. No, but seriously, it's the same guys that work and fight. So when you rally a big army, everything at your settlement stops until your villagers come back. Let's move on to the next game. In the making of this video, I stumbled upon Godsworn. And I don't know about you, but this game gave me some Warcraft 3 vibes. Well, except these guys managed to make their own universe, plus the campaign is fully playable in co-op, which I think is pretty damn cool. When you're done with that, you can also have some PvP action. And just like Manor Lords, this is an early access game. So hopefully, it'll keep on getting better with time. Next we have Frostpunk 2. If you haven't played the first one, this is a challenging city builder where you compete against some extreme weather conditions. The main focus here is producing heat to keep your people alive. Speaking of heat, I'm having a hard time immersing myself in this game cause my population might be freezing their asses off, but Frostpunk 2 turned my PC into a room heater. Every time I play this, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. No, but no matter how hard I tried, people kept dying left and right. So if you enjoy constantly getting bad news and making your PC overheat, then you'll love Frostpunk 2. At number 6, we're gonna change things up a little bit cause we have a game you could probably run on a 10-year-old computer. Don't let these Broforce graphics fool you. 9-bit Armies, a bit too far, will probably remind you of Command & Conquer Red Alert in a way, if you're old enough to have played it, obviously. There's a decent variety in terms of units, and the AI isn't bad at all. Even on the regular difficulty, they can be sneaky and unpredictable at times. I feel like not that many people heard of 9-bit Armies, so give it a shot if you're interested. At number 7, we have another underrated game, except this one is a mix of tower defense and RTS. Cause on Cataclismo, you have to build defensive structures all around your castle and also build barracks so you can train more units, place them strategically in order to push off these monsters and stop them from destroying your castle. Cataclismo will keep you on your toes cause the first 5 minutes are fine, but then shit gets real. The campaign is decent, but Endless Mode is where I had the most fun, cause you basically have to survive endless waves that get progressively harder. If you have an old SPC, then Norland might be your only option. It's kind of a medieval rim world with a touch of Crusader Kings, and I really like the character design and animations. I don't know about you, but it reminds me a little bit of Prison Architect, and yeah, they're having sex. You'll have to assign lords to buildings in order to manage them, because you can't directly control your villagers. It's definitely an interesting concept. Norland is addictive and will keep you busy for a while, plus you can get it for only 16 bucks using the link in the description. Last but not least, Diplomacy is not an option literally just came out. This medieval tower defense game finally had its full release after 2 years in early access. I was pushing off wave after wave easily, thinking I got it, until the last wave came and my defenses pretty much crumbled in a couple of minutes. I like how you can send enemies flying when you hit them with the catapult. If you like what you see and you haven't played Diplomacy is not an option yet, I highly recommend you try it out. And that's gonna be it for the best strategy games of 2024. I hope this video helped you find a couple of good games and some underrated ones as well. If that's the case, a thumbs up and a subscription would be awesome. Let me know if you think there's a good strategy game that came out this year and that isn't on the list. Also, don't forget to get yourself some games using the link in the description. You'll save some money and help the channel out. It's a win-win. As usual, thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it a lot. It's been Hitman89. Have a good one.
I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. God, I'm like, hey